going on, guys? You guys able to hear me all right? Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Morning, David. It is early this morning. Morning, guys. David, Russ, Joe, you guys able to hear me? All right, we're going to get rolling here in just a second. Let some people log on. It's early. We are just now sending out the text message, letting everybody know we're going live. It has been a hell of a morning so far. Let me tell you. Any of you guys bank with Wells Fargo? All right, let this get sent, and then we're going to get rolling in here in just a minute. I do apologize. We're running about 3 or 4 minutes behind this morning. There we go. Message was sent. Guys having a good Saturday morning so far? Bright and early. Hey, look at that. We got a thumbs down already. We haven't even started yet. Love it. Hey, Russ, is the volume any better now? Daniel, that's only because you guys get the close-up version this morning. Oh, lost my microphone. I lost my little clip for the microphone somehow when I film in here. I don't know where the clip went, but hopefully this is better. Here, I could probably turn the volume up a little. Let me see here on this audio mixer. That might be a little bit better for you, hopefully. I'm about at the threshold before it starts echoing. Alright, we got a few people on. That's all that matters. Our dieharders are here. I love it. 2 thumbs downs. Maybe we'll end up with more thumbs downs and thumbs up this morning. I'm sure. Yeah, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis in the over. I'm sure my haters are watching. They always do. Yeah, Canelo looks skinny. Looks light. All right, guys. The Die-harders are here, and that's all that matters. So let's get rolling in this program. It's going to be a good day today. Whoa, picture in picture. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get this party started.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Welcome to Cappers Nation Game Day, guys. As most of you know, YouTube's #1 asshole, Kyle Johnson, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'd say it's sunny, Las Vegas, Nevada, but it'll be sunny later. It's a little overcast at 6 in the morning. So welcome to Saturday's show. We are running a few minutes behind, so I do apologize. But we've got a great program planned, and we've got a bunch of money to be made. Daniel, we've got our own tech people, everybody that runs our website. We do everything internal. We don't let anybody have access to our stuff. Nor do we send anybody anywhere like go text another company. Welcome to the program, guys. Saturday morning, game day, breaking down everything that you need to know in the NFL. That's tomorrow. We're getting ahead of ourselves. In college football, to make you a more successful sports bettor today. Let's make sure that we have a good program. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can see our logo bottom right-hand corner. All you got to do is hover your mouse over it, then click on that little box, and you can be subscribed. So when we go live or we put out a video, you'll be notified. We've got some free plays. We've got some leans. Sorry, I got every phone going off. Nobody wants to contact me all night last night, but they want to contact me this morning. We got some leans and we got some great information. Russ, do me a favor, send me that email again. If I didn't respond to it, it's not in my inbox. So I'm pretty good about responding and then deleting after I respond. So do me a favor, send me another one. I will... I know I cleaned it out, and I might have deleted it on accident, and I do apologize if I did. But send me an email again. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road because we've got money to be made. All right, guys, 6:12 in the morning here in Vegas, 9:12 for our East Coasters. I know you guys are all ready to make some money because I am too. All right, first of all, it is Saturday. All right. Saturday, it is our favorite day of the week. Why? Guaranteed Saturday. If you guys aren't betting our Guaranteed Saturday plays, you're missing out. Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm doing on the screen here. That's why they don't let me do this stuff myself. Oh. Yeah, we'll cut back to this one. There we go. why they do not allow me to do this stuff myself. All right, guys. So,
another free consultant play winner.
with that being said, let's get this show on the road. Don't mind me. It is early,
We've got another
and the day didn't start off good.
Now, yesterday
All right.
we did
Good
get
old
out two
Wells
free
Fargo.
plays. We gave out the NFL game, and we ended up giving out a loser on the NFL game.
I guess I
And,
used my debit
the
card
Ravens,
somewhere, and I got compromised, and they were able to get my
minus the
information
points.
and call
We'll
in
pick
and
where your book your
change
line
my
was at.
address.
And then we
So
also gave
apparently
out
I'm in
the over in
Florida
the
this
Seattle
morning
Mariners,
with a new billing
Los
address,
Angeles Angels
which we
game
know is
live
not
in
true,
Capital
but
Nation
we got
live
it all
last
straightened
night.
out. But I've been on the phone
So
with
to the people that
Wells,
tuned in live,
Wells Fargo
congratulations.
for
You got
2.5
a
hours
there.
this morning,
And hopefully
pain in
everybody
my
else was able
ass.
to get it as well. So 1-1 on our free plays yesterday. We did hit a nice premium play on the
Yeah,
over
David, a lot of
on the
games, like
NFL
David
games.
just said,
Nice
ECU,
hit. We
ECU,
got a big day planned today. All right, guys, we got a real big day planned today for everybody.
NC
And,
State,
we're gonna
Marshall,
charge people some money. All right.
all games canceled.
Now,
All right.
going
A lot of
towards your
weather.
game today.
A lot of weather on the
Yeah.
East Coast.
Premium plays, system plays.
Big hurricane coming in.
Consensus
We're already there.
And here's
Hopefully,
the thing.
everybody there
If
is
you've never
safe.
been with us before. Now is your opportunity.
And
It's
our
not
thoughts and
any
prayers are
easier
with everybody over there. But yeah, a lot of games postponed. UCF,
Is we're giving
East Carolina,
with us
and
before
Virginia Tech,
our
Southern
new
Miss,
client
the
specialist.
West Virginia
Bring that
NC State game,
brought it
Marshall
back.
and
I
South
think
Carolina,
yesterday, anybody
all
who's never been our
postponed.
premium plays or our system plays, this is for you. So pay attention and listen up, okay? You're going to get 1 full week of our system plays.
Hey, see,
You're gonna get
I
1
did a
full week of
lost
our
transfer
premium
stolen
plays. So
yesterday because
this
this actually happened twice, believe it or
Premium
not.
plays normally cost
In
$1,000 a week.
24 hours,
System
they
plays
called in,
normally
they
cost
changed
$600.
everything.
We're gonna
So
give
they
you
did a lost
$1,600
transfer
packages for just $299.
on every one of my accounts.
only
Give me
way to
new
get it
account numbers, new
is to
credit
call
card
in and
numbers,
have that on our website.
new account. I mean, everything.
You have to
I
call in and you
spent
have to
half
ask
my day in Wells
for
Fargo
both.
yesterday.
If
Major pain in the
you
ass
call
just to
in
wake
and
up
talk
to an
one of the
email
other guys are gonna give you either one.
at 1:20 in the morning today
Okay.
saying that it
So
was
ask
changed
for me,
again
and
just
make
on the
sure
credit
you
card
call
part.
for it. You're gonna get
So
7 full days
I added a
of both
password,
premium
the
plays
whole
and our system plays. All
the
right,
whole
so just
deal.
ask for Kyle when you call in 888-561-8923. It's just $299, guys. It's a $1,300 savings.
There's a video
It's a
playing?
Try for 7 days of our best packages. All right, and just
That is news to me. Weird. All right. See, no problem. I've banked with Wells Fargo for many years. Now, did the video play while I was talking? Did that go away? I don't know what the hell I did. But I think I got it fixed. All right, good. All right, enough about Wells Fargo and drama this morning. We got some money to be made, all right? Over at Cappers Direct, we've got a busy day today. We've got one system play we're going to close out today. We've got 2 big premium plays, and of course it's Saturday, so we've got our guaranteed Saturday play. For everybody that doesn't know guaranteed Saturday, what is it? Obviously, nothing in life is guaranteed. However, we single out one game. We isolate one big game, guys, that we're willing to move pretty big on, more than our premium plays. And if you bet our premium plays, or you bet our guaranteed Saturday plays, guaranteed Saturdays are rock solid. All right, we won last week on Iowa against Iowa State. We won the week before that against West Virginia. And I'd have to go back and look at the record, but we keep winning when it comes to guaranteed Saturday. There is a cost to it. It is $150. However, what our guarantee is you either win or you receive a full refund. We're not going to give you credit for services, any of that. We actually give you a full refund back to your credit card or debit card, however you purchase, before you ever have to ask for it. All right. As soon as it's done, the game's done. If it happened to be a loser, which it won't be, we give a full refund, no questions asked. We initiate it, all right? No credits here, all right? But that's enough talking about on the losing side, because we're not losing. All right, we're not losing today, and guaranteed Saturday is going to be another winner, just like it was last week, and the week before, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, etc., etc., etc. So if you're not betting our guaranteed Saturday play, go to our website, cappersdirect.com, click on the link that says Guaranteed Saturday, and you can get it right there. You get instant access as soon as you sign up. Our website works 100% of the time. All right, Guaranteed Saturday, it's live on the site. We put it up yesterday afternoon. The line is absolutely perfect, and it's going to be an easy game where a lot of you can make a bunch of money, and it's that one game that you've been waiting for all week that you can step out on and really hammer your book. It don't matter if you're here in Vegas or if you're betting offshore or you've got a little local guy. It's locked and loaded and ready for you guys. So make sure you take advantage of that. All right. Also, don't forget, we'll be going live tomorrow morning, Sunday, 6 a.m. on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Hopefully, I won't have to deal with issues from Wells Fargo again, and I'll be ready to go on time, and I won't be 3 minutes late. All right. So let's get this program rolling. If you didn't already notice, if you're new, if you're not a client of ours already, we have our new client special going on right now. I personally signed up quite a few people yesterday when I was in the office, and what it is you get 1 week of our premium plays, 1 week of our system plays. You get 7 full days of it for just $299. It's an introductory deal to get you on board, to show you the best of what we have, and make you guys some money over the course of a week. And it's for a new client special, and the only way to get it is to give us a call. You have to call us in the office, and you got to ask for me, 888-561-8923. Ask for myself. Ask for YouTube's #1 asshole, and I'll make sure you get both packages. If you talk to one of the other guys, they're only probably going to want to give you either the system plays or the premium plays for the week for $299. But if you ask for me, then I'll get you on both packages for $299, and then you'll get online access. You'll be able to get your games right online, same as everybody, and you'll have direct access to me. You'll have my cell phone number. That way, if you want to bug me like Daniel, and you'll have direct access. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing, Daniel. What's going on, Brian? Welcome to the show. Good morning, or actually good evening. Good evening for some who are getting off the night shift. Good morning for the others. All right, so you get a week of our premium plays, week of our system plays for just $299. The only way to get that is to call the number at the bottom of the screen. If you call it now, I'm going to take your information over the phone, and I'll have to say, hey, I'm filming. You're going to have to call me back. So call after the show. Or you can call now. I won't take your credit card information over the phone right now, but we'll get you going. You know, Russ, Hawaii against Army looks pretty good. Looks very, very appealing. All right, guys, let's jump right into college football. Week 3 college football. Memphis yesterday absolutely smashing Georgia State, laying 4 touchdowns, and was a nice, easy winner. We gave it out as our free play. I heard from some clients that services wanted to charge for that game, but that was like a gimme. All right. Memphis was a gimme. We gave it away free. By all accounts, it should have been a premium play, but we just felt bad about giving that one away or charging somebody for Memphis. I mean, anybody in the mother can pick Memphis, but we just wanted to give you guys the assurance that that's who you're supposed to be on. So, got some great free plays in this video for you guys. Going over the college football AP Top 10 as we start Week 3. Sitting in the AP Top 10 #1 spot, obviously, Alabama. They're at Ole Miss today, laying 21 points. Clemson facing off against Georgia Southern at home, laying 33. Number 3, Georgia's got Middle Tennessee State at home, laying 32.5. Then Ohio State heads to Texas to face off against the 15th ranked TCU on the road. And Ohio State is laying 12.5. I've seen that line
as high as 13.5. Number 5, Oklahoma. Hell of a lot of games. I mean, there's some great games today, great matchups. Oklahoma facing off against Iowa State. Oklahoma laying 17.5. I think that'll be a nice, easy game right there for everybody. Number 6, Wisconsin's got BYU. Wisconsin laying 22 points. It's a lot of points against BYU. Number 7, Auburn has got LSU at home. Auburn is laying 10. I've seen it as high as 10.5, and one spot had it at 11. Believe it or not, that line's moving. Notre Dame sitting in the 8th spot. It's got Vanderbilt at home. Notre Dame laying just under 2 touchdowns. And then 9th ranked Stanford's got UC Davis. I did not see a line this morning, but I'm sure one will be popping up here shortly. I'm sure it'll be huge. And then number 10, Washington's got a road trip to Utah. Washington is laying 5 on the road, which, coincidentally, is the free play that we put out last night. So, if you watched the video last night, we gave out Washington minus the 5 points for everybody. Let me pop up my live lines here. Let me log into this account. Put in my password. Hold on one second. Okay. Now we've got all the updated lines and live information on the screen here. Plus 21 is it's a lot of points, but as Daniel just pointed out, Alabama's pretty damn good. You know, I do agree. I do like to think my fellow shipmates are better than Army, especially when it comes to football. And I do like Hawaii. Oh yeah, Russ, the Utes are very tough at home. Absolutely. All right, BetterX. I did say I can get you guys a baseball game if you want. I can definitely take care of you in the baseball department. BetterX was added again. I did announce during Cappers Nation Live on Thursday that if you guys tuned in this morning, I would give away the information on what BetterX bet. Now, I said it last Thursday and the Thursday before that. We went over it, and come to find out, I'm not going to name any names, but it's very obvious who it is. But another service took those plays that we gave out from BetterX and they gave them to their clients. Week 1 they lost. Week 2 they won. So that's why I waited to give it out in the Game Day Live program this morning. But BetterX's Duffel Bag Boy is at it again. I do know him personally. I have spoke to him. I've seen the tickets. I asked if he would let me post them. He asked if I would not, although I have personally seen them. Super cool dude, super sharp, and he knows knows a thing or two about college football. And they let him bet big. Why? Because people in Las Vegas are capable to bet big. Contrary to what some services want to say, Vegas takes action, big action. You know, I find it funny when services want to get on YouTube or get on their videos and say anybody who's betting over $10,000 a game or $5,000 a game every single day is full of shit, and it's not true, it doesn't happen, blah, 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 blah. Yet, they've never even been to Vegas. They don't bet on their own games, and they don't bet on games at all. Daniel asked, how's BetterX been doing? First week he lost. First week he came out and he was firing only parlays. Last week he had a good weekend last week. He hit the books pretty hard. So he's up overall for the first 2 weeks after hitting 2 parlays last week. He's got 1 parlay today and 2 big straight bets. But like I was saying, contrary to what some people want to say, big shit happens here in Vegas. Every day. All right, guys. Let's go over what BetterX gave away, and then we're going to jump right into the program. Yeah, Russ, YouTube seems to be acting a little funky this morning. All right, BetterX is at it again. All right, Duffel Bag Boy. He's got 2 parlays totaling $50,000. And I like it this morning. I actually like his parlay. And he's got 2 straight bets. All right, he walked into the South Point and he laid 50 grand on the over of Penn State first thing this morning. He walked into the South Point a couple days ago and laid 50 grand down on the over of Penn State. He was not done there. Then he went and fired another $50K on Notre Dame. And then when he was all said and done there, he headed over to one of the William Hill books, and he dropped a $30,000 parlay on Penn State over and Notre Dame. And when he was done there, he headed over to the Win and dropped another 20 dimes on the parlay of Penn State over Notre Dame. He's got 50K on the parlay, guys, and he's got 50K on each one straight up. Personally, myself, I like those plays. I do. Especially the over. I hope I didn't just jinx them. Boy, wouldn't that suck. I mean, I thought I was a big bettor, but he actually makes me look very, very, very small when it comes to betting. You got it, David. We're gonna have Russ. It was on the spread, lane 13.5. I believe one of the parlays he took it at 14. One of them I know for a fact on one of the parlays was at 14. The other one was at 13.5. Yeah, we don't want to jinx them. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about, guys. We got a bunch of games to break down. Not only yesterday in football yesterday we gave out the side and the total of the Memphis game. We gave out Memphis, obviously, as our free play. Then we gave out the over. That over was a nice, easy winner. And then today, absolutely, Rush. He's got a lot of money. He definitely has a lot of money. And he's not afraid to use it. Now, I don't know if you guys like it, but I know if I was sitting on that side of the fence where you guys are sitting, I'd want to be betting with somebody that's actually betting the games themselves. Daniel, I personally don't know Vegas Dave or his situation. I know he's won a lot of money. How much he actually has, I have no idea. But last week we went live Saturday from Laughlin. I went down to Laughlin for the weekend. A lot of the haters, a lot of the other services were like, why is he in Laughlin? Why is he doing this? Why is he only betting $1,000? Well, I bet $1,000 on our consensus plays, 10 to 20 on our premium plays. I went live, filmed a video live of me actually betting the games. And if you guys didn't tune in yet last week, I've got those videos for you guys this week to watch. That way you can actually see. No, Daniel, BetterX is not Vegas, Dave. I promise you that much. Absolutely not. 100%, 1,000%, absolutely not. Dave's not even his name. Very far off. But I want you guys to actually see that, one, I actually bet the games. And even though it is I was betting one of our consensus plays. That lost, one of our premium plays. You know, I'm not afraid to throw a $500, $1,000, $2,000 down on a two-team, or hell, I bet more than that. Okay? And that's one thing that you guys want to watch for when you're taking games. Like, I'm going to give you guys games. But somebody just asked, how much money do you approximately make each month? Every month is different, bud. Every month is different based on the games. But we try and be as profitable as possible. But, you know, you're not going to turn a profit every single month. It's just not possible. And just like winning weeks, you know, I got clients that miss a day here, miss a day there. They come back when we, you know, have a losing day. You know, you got to be consistent. It's one thing that we are is consistent. And I bet all our plays every single day, even our smaller consensus plays, I bet. And I'm going to show you guys that right here, right now. Watch these video guys. I think you'll like them. If you've already watched them, I do apologize, but you got to watch them again, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys? And watch these videos. You can actually see. A lot of you guys have never been to Vegas and seen what it's like to bet. So here's your chance, and see what it looks like. All right, guys? So this is what walking up to the window and actually betting with cash looks like, not over your phone or calling it into your book.
Waiting on the same game as he was.
With,
Do you need my card again to make another bet?
no, just on money line.
Oh, just money line?
Yeah, money line on both.
I'll be here. There's no money line on that?
Stacy,
Hey,
Money line.
choice.
whatever.
Right.
Whatever you want to bet
All
on.
right, 350.
You do a parlay.
Okay.
Remind me of Thomas.
344. Can I buy it down a half a point?
Colorado for
So
by itself?
35 even?
Uh huh.
Okay.
And then 344 over.
Okay, so 55 and a half.
Uh huh. That's same game, right? Yep. And then 360 Iowa, please.
Okay, for 3.5.
Yes. For 1,000.
So I can't do the over with Ohio because it's not 4 times the over number. So I can only do one or the other.
We'll do Ohio State then. We'll keep Ohio State.
You still want it for 1,000? Or you want to do it for less?
No, do it for
Is that
1,000.
like barbecue brisket?
I was hoping to make more. Do it for 1,000.
Yeah.
Is the parlay? Or can I do separate?
No, it's just because it's too high. It's probably over minus 5,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just the one?
Yeah.
And 1,100 coming back to you.
Don't make something out.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1,000 and 100.
And all right, that's the first video, guys, and we're going to roll right into the second one real quick, and that way you guys can see it and see this better one. Second one's a lot better. Better results anyways, more money in our pocket.
Alright, we got heart attack.
We'll do a parlay 392 and 456.
56.
Actually, can I buy 392 down a half a point?
392.
Sorry about that. No, just a half a point.
How do we buy down? I see 5.
Just from
5 plus.
Yeah, where are you at? Boise State?
yeah, Boise State for 33.
So like that. So minus 33 instead of
Perfect.
minus 33 and a half?
Perfect.
There we
Appreciate
go,
it, Chris.
that's Okay, thanks. No problem.
For 2,000.
2,000.
So I owe you 200. 200.
Perfect. Thank you, Thomas.
Okay. Yeah. Very good luck to you.
Thank you. All right, I am back. Now, Ronald just said something about the feed is off or something. The feed all right, guys? Feed, sound, quality, the whole works. Broke my little clip to hold my microphone, so I got it dangling. CMAC, Boise State looks good. How much am I going to bet on the Canelo fight? I don't know yet. I'm not a big bettor when it comes to boxing and MMA. I bet a little bit. We'll see. I'll bet a couple thousand on the fight for shits and giggles. I'm trying to pull some tickets right now. I'm trying to pull some strings to get some seats. Shouldn't be an issue for this fight. We got NASCAR in town. Week 3 college football. The fight. It's a big weekend. Big weekend in Vegas. A lot of fun this weekend. All right. Now, let's roll right into this one. Some of these we've already broke down on Thursday, but a lot of you missed Thursday's show. And if you missed Thursday's show, then this information we're going to talk about is going to be valuable to you. If you watched Thursday's show, you've already heard much of this information, but it'll still make you some money, including a couple free plays coming up for you guys. Brian, what's going on next weekend in Vegas? Man, I got to get through today and then tomorrow first, and then Monday Night Football before I start thinking about what we got next weekend. I don't think we got anything good next weekend. not in Vegas. I mean, there's always good stuff, good food, good shows. I'm sure there's concerts somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know of anything headlining. All right, game 115, 116, Miami versus Toledo. Line opened up at Miami minus 11. On Thursday, it was down to 10. That line has changed. All right, guys. Game 115's got Miami at minus 11.5 right now. All right, Miami laying 11.5 on the road against Toledo. Some top team trends. Miami is 13-2 against the spread. Last 15 games on the road after a blowout straight-up win of 20 points or more. Just like they did last week when they smashed Savannah State 77-0. All right, Toledo is 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games against a dominant team, outscoring opponents by more than 15 points. That dominant team would be Miami, who won 77-0 last week. All right, Toledo is 20-5 on the under against efficient offenses, averaging less than 13.2 yards per point. All right, some recent head-to-head matchup. Last year, September 23rd, week 4 of college football last year, Miami won in Miami, Florida, 52-30, covering a 13.5-point spread and pushing the total over the total of 60.5. The Hurricanes have came back from a season-starting disaster against LSU by smashing Savannah State last week. They absolutely murdered Savannah State 77-0. Why their coach allowed them to rack up that many points is beyond me, other than getting their offense on the right foot. Miami quarterback Malik Rozier had a great bounce-back game last week. I look for him to air the ball out. He should be able to hit anybody he wants to against Toledo. Be able to hit any wide out, tight end, and he should be able to pick them apart and have an absolute field day. Toledo is sitting 1-0. They did beat Virginia Military last week 66-3 with a combined 603 total yards of offense. However, Miami is 0-4 against the spread their last 4 road games. All right, but Miami should absolutely have a field day with Toledo. Toledo's a decent team, but they're not great. All right, and Miami's not great by any standards. We saw that against LSU, but laying 11.5 points on the road against Toledo. Toledo had a good opening game last week. Miami had setbacks in week 1 with LSU. I believe Miami should be smooth sailing for much of the rest of their season this year. Are they going to cover the spread in every game? I don't know. We'll take that week by week basis, but today they do. All right, we gave out a free play on Miami, minus 11.5. All right, minus 11.5 Miami free play. Hurricanes minus 11.5. All right, is that Jason, JSN? You go by Jason? Is that just abbreviated? If not, let me know what I should call you. Just asked, do I like the Browns tomorrow? All right, ask me tomorrow, bud. We're breaking down college football today. We're going to go live same time tomorrow, and we're going to break down the NFL tomorrow and get you guys a bunch of free plays and leans tomorrow. Today, we're just going to focus on Major League Baseball. We're going to focus on college football. And I know you did ask. Did ask for a baseball game. I will get you guys on a baseball game as well. Daniel, I don't like anything about Tennessee. When are you going to learn? I don't like anything about Tennessee. About them. Steve Wilson, what do I think about Army? I think they get beat today. I think they get beat by Hawaii today. There's a personal lean in a game right there. Steven just asked, what do I think about Army? They get beat today. Not only does Hawaii cover the spread, they went outright. in my opinion. All right, so hold on. Let me post this in the comments here. I don't know. I might break down that game, Daniel. The USC plus 3.5 Texas. Alrighty, moving right along. Vanderbilt versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame Stadium, South Bend, Indiana, 2:30 Eastern Time. Game will be on NBC, guys. Game 137 and 138 for betting purposes. Line, when it first came out, had Notre Dame minus 14. And as we all know, BetterX is on Notre Dame. All right, guys, game 137, 138. That line is currently sitting at 13.5 all around Vegas. When we did the live show on Thursday, it was still at 14. It's came down a half a point, which I like to see. Total opened up at 53. It is now down to 51 in one spot here in Vegas. The rest has it at 51.5. I like to see that one coming down to its true line. Vanderbilt is 13-2 against the spread the last 15 games on the road. Against a shutdown passing defense yielding less than 5.9 yards per attempt. Notre Dame is just 2-8 against the spread the last 10 games when they are in the AP top 10. So Notre Dame does not come to play very often, just 20% of their last 10 games, whenever they're ranked 10th or higher. Right? Vanderbilt is just they're 13-2 on the under their last 15 games on the road, with good teams with a 60% or better winning percentage. So Vanderbilt is known to play good teams tough, hang in there and keep it a low-scoring affair. All right. Notre Dame's got their third week at home, third straight week playing at home. They had a very ugly win last week. They were a 34-point favorite. They won 24-16. All right. Vanderbilt, who picked up wins over Middle Tennessee and Nevada, they're showing some signs of promise and improvement this year. Their quarterback, Kyle Schumer, he's played very, very well, but he's definitely going to have a much tougher task against the Notre Dame pass rush this weekend. The Notre Dame offense has yet to really establish that elite run that they had last year. If you remember last year, the Notre Dame run program was absolutely on point. This year, they really have not been able to establish that yet, and they're definitely lacking comes to the running program this year. I look for them to try and run the ball and establish that day, and we'll see if that happens. I personally think once they get it going, Notre Dame will really be lights out and even better than they already are. They're a good team. Should they be up there in the top 5? No. Top 6, 7, 8, 9? No. But they do definitely deserve to be up there and given a shot. Now, if I had to take a play on this side, I'm going to go with what BetterX has got. I'm going to be betting on Notre Dame. I'm going to lay the 13.5 points because that's where it is all over Vegas. I would lay the 13.5 and myself personally and take Notre Dame. That would be my personal opinion. Now, before we go on the next game, what's everybody have this weekend? What are you guys betting on this weekend? Let's get interactive here. Missouri should roll, C-Mac, absolutely. Steve, you bet Duke. As somebody just pointed out, Duke's got some injuries. Sean, what do I think about Nebraska? To be honest, I really haven't dove into that one as much. Freddie, absolutely. Hawaii, they should definitely roll right over Army today. Same thing with Missouri. I really do like the Missouri game. How about Ohio State and TCU? What do you guys think? Tommy, USF and Illinois. I gave out South Florida yesterday. Or not yesterday. I gave out South Florida last week. In this video, in the live video, I gave out South Florida plus the 3. Absolutely smashed, easy winner. I like South Florida. Jill Braun 11. We're going to have, the show's centered around college football today. We do a lot of baseball during our Thursday show, but I have had a lot of requests for Major League Baseball, so I am going to give away a Major League Baseball play here in a little bit. I mean, we've already given free plays galore already, free plays and leans, and it's only getting better. It's only getting better today. We got 2 hours before kickoff for those early games. And man, I cannot be more excited. Who do I hate more? Neither. I don't hate either one of them. I don't watch them, though. Stephen A. Smith is annoying as hell. And you can quote me, but he's annoying. I actually commented on one of his things on Twitter about Sam Darnold and his first game. Just talking all kinds of trash about the kid. The kid's nervous, throws a pick 6 his very first pass. Pretty sure he redeemed himself. Pretty sure he redeemed himself last week. Russ, you know, a quick stat. Russ is our interactive statistician. Houston is 15-5 on their last 20 games. What do you think of that one, Russ? But Texas Tech, I believe, is 20-5 out of their last 25 games going over. So you got an under team and an over team playing against each other. What do you think happens? Steven likes Texas Tech today. Nice, I like it. Daniel put in, says he plays he's got in Hawaii plus 7, like it. Hawaii on the money line plus 200, love it. Florida State and Syracuse over the 68. Vandy Notre Dame under 51.5. Boise State over 64. South Florida minus a 10. Boise State plus 2. Alabama minus 21. Missouri minus 5. Utah plus 6. Holy shit, that's a lot of games. I hope you win absolutely every single one of them. Somebody just said Houston over Texas Tech. Nice. Now I know those aren't all our games and all that, but I do like them, and I wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys all win. Yeah, Brian, he missed Oklahoma. Hootie by Night, Better X took, he's got 2 straight bets for 50 grand. He's got Notre Dame minus 13.5 as one. The over in the Penn State game as another one. He bet both of those for 50K each. And then he's got a $20,000 and a $30,000 two-team parlay on both Penn State over and Notre Dame. if you missed it. That's what BetterX has got today. That's what he's on. And he was on last week. He was on last week pretty good, too. He hit pretty good. Morning, Andrew. Welcome to the show. Gary just asked, do I think Clemson covers? Kind of, sort of. I lean towards Clemson covering on that one. I'm not a big fan of that game, to be honest. I'm not one for laying a lot of points on anything. 31.5 against Georgia Southern. Yeah, I mean, they should. I'm always leery once you get into the 30s, but I'm not going to say I've never given them out. We gave out Boise State last week, minus 31.5 or 32.5, whatever it was, and it was an absolute easy winner. They should. If they can't cover against Georgia Southern at home, Clemson's in trouble. But, I mean, I always get leery unless, we've got some good information on it when it comes to laying 30 points or more. What is my favorite sport to watch? I promise you it's not baseball. I definitely know it's not baseball. No, favorite sport to watch is definitely college football. Absolutely college football. Good analysis, Russ. Good analysis on that one. Derek Jones, welcome to the show, buddy. Welcome to the show. Brian, you love FAU. Oh, everybody knows I'm a Lane Kiffin fan. Even though they didn't cover the last 2 weeks. I am still a Lane Kiffin fan. Logan Norman. Good morning, bud. Welcome to the show. Just said that he's the lucky dog that gets to go to the Tennessee game. And what do I think of them laying 32 to UTEP? I'm not a fan of Tennessee. I'm not a fan of Tennessee laying any points. They're going to win the game. Do they cover almost 5 touchdowns? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, they're definitely a better team this year than they were last year. But I don't know if they can cover 32. But have fun at that game. Do me a favor, Logan. Send me a picture from the game. Either email at kyle@cappersdirect.com or you can find me on Twitter. You can tweet me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. Yes, the NFL is professional, but I like college for one major fact, that these kids are trying to make it to the next level. You get some of these greedy guys in the NFL, Le'Veon Bell, holding out until he gets paid. I like watching college because these kids haven't been paid yet. These kids are trying to get paid. Mike, you're absolutely welcome. I did receive your copies of your tickets. Thank you. Keep sending them, but I love to see your guys' success. Absolutely love to see you guys making money. You got it, Daniel. Text me that picture. Nathan, it's not a disgrace. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been ruled to play, so why are the sports books going to make a line when that quarterback will affect that line being either a pick'em or a 1-point dog to a 7-point dog? It's, the books are sharp. The Westgate put Aaron Rodgers Vikings -7 for their Superbook contest. They've already the books have already came out and announced that they do not believe Aaron Rodgers is playing tomorrow. Yet the coach is saying it's going to be a game time decision, and Aaron Rodgers has not practiced one day. Well, then you should have betted on Sunday night, Monday when before they pulled the board off. Exactly, as Brian said. I'll tell you one thing. You guys answer me this. With the exception of the Saints last week, when is Vegas wrong? Very seldom. Very seldom is Vegas wrong. And Vegas has already came out and said the exact opposite of what the Green Bay Packers have said. The odds makers, the sharpest guys in this industry, the guys that actually aren't even able to bet, okay, the guys that are actually making that number, they have already came out and said Aaron Rodgers is not playing. But they're not about to make that line and then get them be proved wrong. And they put the line out at -7, and all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers shows up and everybody betting Green Bay because they're getting 7 points. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. What's the best dog of the day? Hawaii. Hawaii plus the points. Best dog of the day. Plus 200 on the money line. Exactly, as Brian said, Nathan, we're gonna discuss the NFL tomorrow. We've got actually a bunch of games to roll through. We've already been on an hour. I want to be off in 50 minutes. Joe, absolutely. I look forward. You did come on board, and we spoke yesterday, and I look forward to working with you. It's going to be a great week this next week, and. Sorry, reading the comments. It's going to be a great week. So let's roll back into the program. We've got a bunch to talk about. Next game that we're going to discuss. And it's not the NFL. We're going to discuss the NFL tomorrow. We're going to jump right in. Hawaii, Andrew. All right, we're going to jump right into the LSU Auburn game. Yes, there is a live video tomorrow. Live video tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. (9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific). All right, guys? All right. Popping up this next one. LSU Auburn, game 153, 154. Line. Game starts at 12 o'clock, guys. 12 on the East Coast. Let me pop up this line. There's actually quite a few big line movements today. Game 153, 154. Auburn opened up as a 10-point favorite. They were still sitting at 10. Total opened up at 45. It's now down to 44.5. Not much movement in this game. Reading these comments. Why does be hating on you in all their videos? Controversy drives traffic to both channels. Do we want to get into this today? Daniel, what do you think? Do we want to get into this? Julio, what's going on, bud? I just seen you. Welcome to the show. Controversy does drive traffic, however, Daniel, I try and stay out of the controversy. Somebody wants to talk shit about me, that's fine. I will defend us. I will give it back straight to them. I will always shoot you guys straight, no matter who it pisses off. I think you should always bet our games. JSN. Our college football is pretty rock solid. We went 2-0 in college football yesterday. And I agree, Mike. We're here trying to make money. So you know, I don't watch baseball, JSN, but there's too much what? Shit talking or too many shitty services, Julio? All right, guys. Enough of that. Let's get back on track. C-Mac both, LOL. You know, I don't mind. I'm never going to start it, but I don't mind finishing it. All right? I don't mind airing someone's dirty laundry when they want to make up a bunch of lies and shit. You know, that guy wants to be a prick and say because we run a contest where you guys text in that it was a scam, that we sell numbers. We never sell your information. But he just 100% sold everybody's information when he signed up with being an affiliate of Doc Sports. So if you guys were foolish enough to text that, good luck getting all that spam. We just text you guys once, just letting you know that we go live. We don't text you guys promotions, and we're sure as hell not going to give your information to our competition. That would be absolutely dumb. So, you know, they want to point fingers at us and say we do things, yet they're the ones doing it. You know, it's like a 5-year-old telling mom that, you know, his sister stole candy from the store when it was really him. JSN, I've already given you guys a premium play today. I've already given out some good plays. We've got more coming up. All right, back to the program, because having to talk about ding-dongs who work out of their garage or their mama's basement is really getting old. All right, LSU is 2-0 straight up, 1-1 against the spread. Auburn is also sitting in the same spot, both 2-0, 1-1 against the spread. Yeah, Russ, the line did move. Big time on Georgia. Auburn is 7-0 against the spread their last 7 home games against lower-ranked teams. Daniel, I'm looking for your text. I haven't got it yet. Oh, never mind. I got it. I'll show it because not everybody can see it, but... you're over here. Camera's over here. Not that anybody could see it, but... Man, Daniel, you one ugly dude. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just playing. Now I got Daniel's YouTube video up. Nice one. Get distracted. All right, let's get back to this program because I'll watch your video here in a little bit, Daniel. We've got some money to be made today. All right, let's get back to the LSU-Auburn game. LSU is just 1-7-1 against the spread. Their last 9 games on the road versus Auburn. All right, guys. LSU is also 13-2 on the under. Their last 15 games against decent rushing teams averaging more than 4.4 yards per carry. All right. Last year, October 14th, LSU won at home in Louisiana, 27-23. Last 2 years, both games has been decided by 4 and 5 points. So both games have been decided by a total of 9 points between both games, with each team winning at home. Mike, I'm not a fan of buying points unless you really, really have to. If you're buying more than the hook, you're probably on the wrong side of the game. But I do believe Hawaii probably wins outright. So if they're winning outright, you don't need to buy the hook. Jason, welcome to the show, bud. TCU under, nail that down, and LSU under. They look good, buddy. The home team between LSU and Auburn has won the last 5 meetings. All right, guys. Home team has won the last 5 times. Home team has won the last 5 times. Auburn opened up with a narrow win over Washington. They barely edged Washington in week 1, guys. And LSU was much more impressive in their victory over Miami in week 1. 100% revenge game for Auburn this week after losing a 20-point lead last season and ended up losing the game 27-23 last year. LSU has not won in Auburn. They have not beat Auburn at home since 2012. Excuse me. Sorry, reading comments. Auburn's advantage is definitely in the quarterback position, and that they have one of the strongest home field advantages. If you don't think there's a home field advantage for playing at Jordan-Hare Stadium, you are absolutely wrong. You can take 2.5, 3 points. You can take a field goal and knock that off the spread if they're on a neutral site game. Maybe even more than that. Auburn is one of the few stadiums that actually impacts their line. And like I was saying, the advantage for Auburn is definitely at the quarterback position. However, the team that pulls away is going to have obviously they're going to have the advantage. But turnovers, you got to look at the turnovers. If Miami turns the ball over a lot, Auburn's going to take advantage of it. Auburn can air the ball out. They can run the ball. And they can have some great success over LSU if, they control turnovers. I do believe we're going to see a lot more balls thrown between both quarterbacks. We've got Jarrett Stidham of Auburn. We got Joe Burrows of LSU. They're both off to a great start this year. And as a lot of you guys say, I'm leaning right with you guys. Auburn's dominating on the stats on offense this year, okay? It's only 2 games in, so it's early. And, Auburn, what do they have? 288 rushing yards last week compared to LSU's 170. They also put the ball in the air. They covered 205 yards in the air versus LSU's 145. As Russ said, LSU is one of 6 teams in the nation that has not committed a turnover yet, and has played 15 quarters without, or dating back to last season. Personally, my personal opinion, if I've got to lean on the game, I'm taking LSU plus the points. Do they win outright? I don't know. I don't know if they could beat Auburn at home, just based off of trends. The last 5 times these teams have played, the home team has always won. Okay, but I would definitely be taking LSU plus the points. What's going on, Jamar? I'm right there with you. I think Auburn wins, but I don't know if they cover. I absolutely don't know if they cover the spread today. All right, guys, don't forget our guaranteed Saturday play today. It is at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. It is college football. I'm not telling you which game it is, but I will tell you this. It's going to be a winner, and it's going to put money in your pockets. All right, guys? It's going to put money in your pocket, so you don't want to miss it. All right? It's $150. Get it right on the website. All right, next game on the board that we're going to be talking about, game 169. And 170, Houston versus Texas Tech. C-Mac just asked, what do I think about a teaser between LSU and Hawaii, teasing it up? It's probably a nice winner right there. But, I'm not a big fan of teasers. I'm not a big fan of parlays. I do, even though I do bet parlays. Everybody knows I bet parlays. I'm just not a big fan of teasers. I never really have been. Joe, I do believe that's you calling me, and you're watching the live show. I can't answer the phone when I am live. Cali Niner. Actually, hold on. This ain't Joe. Hold on, guys. Okay. Nope, they hung up. Jamar, I agree. I do think it's a good pick. Absolutely. Hawaii and LSU tease it up. And I'm not a fan of teasers at all. What's going on, Cali Niner? How's your day going? Scroll up in the live chat. You missed a couple free plays. We posted them in the live chat. All right, guys. Houston and Texas Tech. Jesus, microphone going crazy today. Game 169 and 170. Let's double check that line and see where it's at today. When it opened up, Texas Tech was favored by 3. Listen to this line movement, guys. It's line movement Saturday. Lines are all over the board. All right? Texas Tech opened up at 3. Last night, Texas Tech was getting 3 points. The public was pounding Houston. There was more bets coming in on Houston. However, the big money was coming in on Texas Tech. So what happens is you get all the public bettors that are betting 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, just hammering Houston. Changing that line, took them from a 3-point favorite, or a 3-point dog to a 3-point favorite, okay? And all while the sharp money, the big money, the big $20, $50, $100,000 bets were all coming in on Texas Tech. There's more money on Texas Tech, however, there's more tickets, which means the public is betting Houston, okay? And here's the crazy line right now. Texas Tech is now only getting 2 points in one spot, and they're back up to getting 1.5. All right. Last night they were getting 3, and they opened up laying 3. A hell of a line swing from -3 to +3, back down to +1.5. A lot of money on this game. Houston is 2-0 straight up, 1-1 against the spread. Texas Tech is 1-1 straight up and 1-1 against the spread. Houston is 9-0-1 against the spread their last 10 road games, revenging a loss. All right. Texas Tech is just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games at home against resilient defenses, allowing more than 17.25 yards per point. Texas Tech is also 11-3 on the over the last 5 years against elite rushing teams, averaging more than 5 yards per carry. All right. Some recent head-to-head matchup between Texas Tech and Houston. Last year, September 23rd, Week 4 of college football, Texas Tech headed to Houston, where they won 27-24. The road team dog won. Texas Tech was getting 7 points, and they won. That game had a total of 68.5, and with the final score 51, that game went under. Speaking of the total for game 169 and 170, line opened up at 67.5, and that line is moving upwards. It's now at 69.5. All right. Earlier last year, the second time they played, Houston played them in Texas, and Texas Tech won it 35-20. I'm sorry, not last year, 2010. I was looking at the other date and saw 7 on it, figured it was 17. Texas Tech won 35-10, dating back even farther, 2009, which was the last time Houston beat Texas Tech. They beat them in Houston, 29-28. All right, the Cougars blasted past Arizona last week, winning 45-18. Absolutely annihilated Arizona. The game was never even close, not once, not twice. It was never a close affair. Houston defensive tackle Ed Oliver is one of the nation's top NFL prospects for next year's draft. One of the keys for Houston is going to be establishing the pass rush against Texas Tech. They need to slow down the Red Raiders' air attack. It's going to be key for Houston if they want to remain competitive in the game. Personally, I really do like Texas Tech in this game, and I do believe Houston is going to have to be on their game on defense. They're going to have to attack the quarterback. They're going to have to make contact. They're going to have to make big plays on defense. Texas Tech is 17-8 on the over in their last 25 games. Houston is 15-5 on the under their last 20 games. So you've got Houston, who's an under team, Texas Tech, who's an over team. Houston's got a decent defense, but I think Texas Tech takes advantage of them in the air quite a bit. My lean on the game is Texas Tech plus the points. I liked them when they were favored. I love them getting 1.5 or 2 points. I loved them even more last night when they were getting 3. All right. Let me go back to this window to see the comments. I haven't seen any of the comments. Let's see here. Yep, just look up, scroll up, look through the chat. We did give away an official free play on Miami. We gave away What Better X bet. He's bet 2 straight bets for $50,000 each. He's got a 2-teamer for $20,000, a 2-teamer for $30,000. Those, I believe, might have been posted. I'm not sure. We gave away a bunch of leans so far, and we're going to be giving away more. Absolutely, Russ. Texas Tech is a scoring machine, especially at home. Next on the program, because we want to start rolling right through these guys. I don't want to keep you guys past 9 o'clock. Next on the program. Man, my notes are all screwed up here today. Good thing I got them on the computer, too. Missouri versus Purdue. All right, guys, Missouri versus Purdue. Ross-Ade Stadium, West Lafayette, Indiana, 7:30 Eastern Time, will be hosted on the Big Ten Network. Game 191 and 192. Yeah, UFC in Russia is about to start. Daniel's going to give us his top free play. The Logic, BetterX has the over in Penn State for 50 grand straight up. He also has Notre Dame minus 13.5 straight up for 50 grand. And then he's got a $20,000 two-teamer between the two, and he's got a $30,000 two-teamer at another spot between the two. Although one of his two-teamers has Notre Dame at minus 14. Julio just asked, what's game 344? Is it college football? I don't see it listed on my sheet here, 344. Let me know what you're seeing. So that's what BetterX took. Let's dive into this Missouri-Purdue game. I know a couple of you are really in love with the Missouri game. We've already talked about that a little bit. Game 191-192, Missouri opened up as a 7-point favorite, laying a touchdown on the road in Indiana against Purdue. That line has had some big movement as well. And it's going back the opposite direction now. Line opened up at 7. Last night it was down to 5.5. Missouri was only laying 5.5. I absolutely loved it last week. It's still 5.5 in most places. However, it just started creeping back up at CG Technologies, which owns books like The M Resort, The Silverton, and they take a lot of big action. All right, that line moved back up to 6, to 5.5, where it's at now. Total opened up at 62, and the total in the Missouri-Purdue game has skyrocketed to 66.5. It's already up another point this morning. It was at 65.5 last night. Missouri is 2-0 straight up, 2-0 against the spread, while Purdue is the exact opposite. They're 0-2 straight up and 0-2 against the spread. Daniel knows what he's talking about when it comes to UFC, let me tell you guys. Missouri is 19-7 their last 10 years on the road on grass fields. All right, guys. Last 10 years, Missouri loves to play on grass. Purdue is just 4-21 against the spread their last 25 games at home as an underdog. All right. So Purdue at home, underdog. They suck. All right, somebody just asked again what BetterX bet. BetterX has the Penn State over and Notre Dame minus the points. Straight up and parlays. Missouri is 7-0 on the under the last 7 games on the road against inefficient offenses averaging more than 15.3 yards per point. All right. The last time these two teams met was last year, same week, week 3 college football last year. Purdue headed off to Missouri, where the road dog team absolutely smashed Missouri. All right, Purdue murdered Missouri last year, 35-3. All right, the Tigers, who whipped Wyoming last week, 40-13. They're out for revenge. All right, 100% revenge matchup to a team that smashed them 35-3 last year. Look for Missouri. They remember it. They're still feeling it. They don't like it. And they're out for blood. Missouri's going to come out hitting hard and doing what they do best. All right? Look for Missouri to not only control the game on the ground, but on the air, up in the air as well. They're averaging 183 yards rushing per game, as well as 396 yards in the air. And as Russ said, the Missouri quarterback, he's passed for at least 200 yards in 12 straight games and 20 of his last 21. All right, he's averaging 396 yards a game so far in just two games into the season. Whereas Purdue's dominating on the ground. Purdue's averaging 271 rush yards on the ground over both games and just 202 in the air. All right. They also are giving up just under 300 yards 300 yards in the air a game. So look for Missouri to be able to pass that ball and get the job done in the air. The Boilermakers lost a lot with defensive tackle and a lot of their defensive talent that helped them stonewall the Tigers last year. Purdue's defense is not the same as it was last year. They blew their first 2 games of the season with, little simple mistakes. I do believe the line is overinflated on this game. I do not believe it should have opened up at 7 at all. I believe that was high. I believe Missouri laying 5 on the road or 5.5 on the road is still high. I really, really do. Personally, when we sat down and we broke down this game here at the company at Cappers Direct, and we put out what we feel the line should be. We base a lot of plays on what we feel the line should be. Obviously, Missouri, we had Missouri as a favorite. We did not have them as a 7-point favorite. We did not have them as a 5.5-point favorite either. Okay, when we put it down on paper, we've got them at about a 3.5-point favorite. I do believe this is a lot of points. Overinflated. I do believe it's overinflated by, when it first came out, it was overinflated by 4 points, in my personal opinion. I do think it's a lot of points for Missouri to lay. However, on both sides of the field, you've got Purdue, who's messed up twice this season, blowing leads and allowing teams to come back and beat them for wins. But on the flip side, you've got Missouri, who's 2-0 straight up, 2-0 against the spread. They're having a great year to start. And they've got revenge on their mind. I mean, they're thinking about it. They still remember last year. And I would not be surprised to watch, either way, I wouldn't be surprised to watch Missouri absolutely murder Purdue. Or on the flip side, Purdue corrects those mistakes that they made in week 1 and week 2. And is able to keep the game close. Or win the game outright, or even cover their spread by losing by 5 or less. With a total set at 66.5, if I had to give a free lean on if I had to give a lean on this game, I would be taking the under on this game. If I had to lean on this game, I'd be definitely taking the under 100% on this game. However, it's not an official free play. It's not a lean. It's not a play. I'll look more into it later on in the day as just one of my little private bets that I make. But if I had to take one just right off the top, I'd definitely be taking the under. Missouri, I think they're laying too many points. They do have a revenge factor in their mind, although Purdue, they're trying to correct their mistakes of the first 2 weeks. Next on the list for you guys. As Doug said, Hawaii traveling to the East Coast. It's always tough when they travel from Hawaii to the East Coast. Absolutely always tough. All right, guys, we're going to take about a 1-minute break. 2 minutes. I got to use the pisser. All right, I've had 3 cups of coffee this morning, and I can't hold it any longer. All right, and if I do, I'm just going to rush you guys through the program the last 20 minutes, and I want to make it good and enjoyable. So watch this 40-second commercial, and I will be right back with you guys. And we're going to break down the Ohio State TCU game and get you guys on more free plays and Somebody asked me for a baseball free play, and I'm going to get you guys a baseball free play. Even though the Saturday show is all about college football, I'm going to throw in something for baseball for you guys. So watch this quick video. I'll be back in just a minute. Sorry about that, guys, but it's either that or we're going to have an accident on the floor. We don't want that. All right, we are back. I even washed my hands and dried them. Sorry about that, guys, but duty called on that one, let me tell you. Lucky for me, the bathroom is just right across from my office, so. Nicholas, stay safe in that hurricane and that wet weather. All right, what am I missing in the comments? What did I miss in the comments? Let's see. Let me scroll up. All right, what do I think about Vanderbilt getting 14 against Notre Dame? I don't like it at all. I'm going to roll with my buddy, Mr. Duffelback Boy, Better X, who's on Notre Dame. I know Gary asked what I thought about Vanderbilt. Hey, Brian, I just saw that you commented as well. Welcome to the show, Brian. Glad you like it. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. We got a couple more to break down. We got some free plays for you guys. We've got money to be making, all right? And kickoff is in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Ohio State versus TCU, AT&T Stadium, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, late game going to be aired on ABC. Games 203 and 204. Line opened up, had Ohio State favored by almost a touchdown, laying 13.5 on the road against TCU in Texas. Last night, the line had dropped to 12.5, all right? Let's double check that. Let's see the updated line. That line is now back 12.5 to 13 in both spots. All right. So that line's still hovering around there. It's still lower than the opening line. Total opened up at 56.5. It skyrocketed over the week, and it jumped to 59, and it still sits at 59. All right. There's a couple offshore places that have the total at 58.5. If you're interested in betting the over. Ohio State is 2-0 against the spread, 2-0 straight up. Purdue is also 2-0 straight up, but 1-1. Not Purdue, sorry, TCU. TCU is 1-1 against the spread, 2-0 straight up. Ohio State 7-0 against the spread the last 7 games against elite rushing teams averaging more than 5 yards per carry. TCU is just 1-6 against the spread. Their last 7 games playing before they play Texas. All right, TCU is 6-0-1 on the under against strong defensive teams, allowing less than 20 points per game. They have no recent head-to-head matchup. All right, this is the final game of Coach Urban Meyer's 3-game suspension. Now, you go to the NFL, player or coach, somebody's suspended, they don't get to participate in practice. None of that. Big difference here when you get to college. And the team suspending you. Urban Meyers was suspended for 3 games. However, he's been controlling practice. He has been at practice every single game. All right. Now, this is going to be the toughest game on their schedule while Urban Meyers is suspended. All right. Gary Patterson, for the head coach for the TCU Horned Frogs, he's a sharp individual. He is a sharp individual. His defense is on point. It is not common to see the TCU defense get pushed around. If the Horned Frogs can play their normal style of play and not be affected by the size of Ohio State's offensive line and their defensive fronts, they can stay in the fight, absolutely. TCU does have the athletes to try and be competitive in this game. Running back Darius Anderson, he's going to need to pick up tough yards to keep Nick Bosa and the Buckeyes pass rush away from the quarterback, Sean Robinson. Absolutely no doubt about it. They're not at home, but they're playing very close to home, okay? TCU is not playing in their own stadium. They're playing very close. They're playing at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, all right? They're definitely one of the more interesting underdogs this week as far as a play, all right? Getting 13 points. They do have Ohio State, who's, absolutely putting up offensive numbers. They're averaging 650 yards over the first 2 games, 300 on the ground, 350 in the air. But on the flip side, you've got TCU, who's only allowing 213 yards a game from the other team. They've limited to teams to an average of 107 yards rushing, almost 1/3 of what Ohio State is used to. All right. They've also only allowed 106 yards on average in the air, and they're a +2 on the takeaway. All right, +2 on the takeaway. Whereas TCU is averaging, just under 250 yards on offense, 241 rushing, 205 in the air. Ohio State's allowing 100, just under 135 yards a game rushing. Everything on this game. I want to say TCU, but even though they're getting 12.5 points, they're not technically at home, but it is a very close to a home game for them. Drew to the crew, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show. It's I'm not gonna lie, I'm breaking down the game, but we have Ohio State as one of our small consensus plays. So there's a free play for you guys. But I'm not entirely. I do think they cover. I really do. We broke down the game and it makes complete sense. I see it differently than the other guys here, but they were able to persuade me and show me not only video but stats and trends that lean towards Ohio State, the Urban Meyerless Ohio State for the last time. Andrew C., welcome to the show, buddy. I'm going to take a lean on this game. I'm going with our consensus play, and that's Ohio State minus the points. I love it at 12.5. Much better than I do 13 or 14, obviously, or 13.5. But as a company, we like Ohio State. I'm not entirely sold on them. Against TCU, they haven't been tested this year yet, and but no doubt, Ohio State's quarterback is he's a beast. They don't need Baker Mayfield. They're going to do just fine without him for the rest of the year. Unfortunately, I'm a Pac-12 fan, so I hate to see. Ohio State up there every year. I really do. But, that's me just because I'm a Pac-12 fan. So, man, lost that clip and mic falling everywhere. All right. Well, let's get another one for you guys. I do owe you guys a baseball game. I was asked for a baseball game. Our statistician, Russ, just posted a great stat for you guys. Sophomore quarterback Dwayne Haskins has completed 79.2% of his passes in his first 2 college starts while racking up 546 yards and 9 touchdowns and 1 interception for Ohio State. Thank you, Russ. They routed Oregon State. Ohio State first week routed Oregon State 77-31, and then they annihilated Rutgers last week 52-3. That game had a total of 57.5, so Ohio State went under. They were actually on one of my little parlays that I bet for you guys live last week. And sorry, reading comments. TCU first week, they beat Southern University 55-7. They did not cover a 50-point spread. And then last week they beat SMU 42-12, covering a 23.5-point spread as well. Now they're the dog. 1 week before they got Texas, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, Kansas, Kansas State, West Virginia, Baylor, and Oklahoma State. One hell of a schedule for TCU, guys. TCU's got a hell of a schedule. Then you look at Ohio State. Next week they got Tulane. Then they got a big game the end of September against Penn State. Then they got rivals Indiana, then Minnesota, Purdue, Nebraska. Michigan State always makes it interesting. Maryland, and then Michigan the end of the year. Fairly easy road for Ohio State. All right, guys. But we're taking Ohio State. Lean on Ohio State. Somebody asked earlier about a three-team teaser. Man, I'm not even afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not a fan of parlays per se, or teasers for that matter. All right, let's break down one of the other games, which was our free play in another video that we did last night. Washington facing off against Utah. Salt Lake City, guys. Tonight, 10 p.m. on the East Coast, 7 here in Vegas. Live on ESPN. Rice LC Stadium in Utah, guys. All right, game 205 and 206. 205 and 206. All right, for betting purposes, if you want to just fast forward for looking at lines. Line had Washington favored by 6.5 when it opened. We gave it out last night at -5. All right, it is now dropping to 4.5. Utah's getting 4.5 now. Total opened up at 47.5. That total has dropped to 47 and 46 in some spots. Sorry, 46.5 in some spots. All right. Washington 1-1 straight up, 0-2 against the spread. They lost to Auburn in week 1. Then they beat North Dakota last week 45-3. They did not cover a 45.5-point spread. Close, but no cigar. All right. Even if they would have had a field goal in that game, they still wouldn't have covered. Or another one. Utah 2-0 straight up, 1-1 against the spread. They absolutely they murdered Weber State in week 1, 41-10, covering a 29-point spread. And then last week against Northern Illinois, they won 17-6 in a grinder type of game. All right, and here they are getting 4.5 points against Washington this week. The Huskies and Utes are likely, guys, this is going to be a straight-out street fight, all right? Pac-12 Conference's most physical, aggressive teams. These are the two of the most aggressive teams in the Pac-12, all right? Washington, they rebounded nicely against their opening season loss against Auburn with a, absolute dominating victory against North Dakota last week. They won 45-3 last week. One hell of a coaching matchup. High-level coaching. Chris Peterson, Kyle Whittingham. This is going to be a nice, very, very physical matchup between two teams. It's going to be a good chess match, especially between both coaches. Utah has yet to be tested this year. They picked up wins over Weber State, like I said, Northern Illinois. Utah's quarterback Tyler Huntley. He's definitely going to have to be cautious against the Huskies secondary. Running back Zach Moss. He needs to weather the storm and find gains against that massive Washington front seven. But Utah's defense, which has only given up 82 yards per game on average and 62 yards in the air, should pose a great challenge for Washington quarterback Jake Browning and their star running back Myles Gaskin this week. This is one of my key games to watch today is Washington versus Utah in Salt Lake City. It's no doubt about it. Washington is the better team all around. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. Okay? But if Utah can control the turnovers, if they can win that turnover battle, and maintain field position, we might see an upset today. We might see an upset. Personally, I'm a USC fan. I don't bet with my heart, I'm just putting that out there. I don't bet with my heart. I bet where the money's at, all right? I bet where the smart bet's at. I'd like to see Washington lose, but we're actually taking Washington, and I'm betting on them. I don't bet with my heart, okay? So while I really want Washington to lose because it puts USC, after they beat Texas today, puts them one spot higher and closer to the top 10, all right? And into the playoff race if they're able to win out in the Pac-12. But we did give out Washington as a free play. -5, it's down to 4.5 right now. I do like Washington. To make myself money, I like betting on Washington today. I don't think we're going to see an upset at all. If I did, I would have persuaded everybody in the company for us to take the other side if I really thought that. But Washington has not covered a spread this year in the first two games. Today they do. All right, Washington covers the spread today. It's kind of like when I got to bet on the Dodgers. I guess that's the best way I could describe it. When I have to bet on the Dodgers, to me it's painful. It's my mother's favorite team. I hate them. My favorite team is anybody who's playing the Dodgers, except when we're betting them, which we made a shit ton of money betting the Dodgers this year. All right? So that's the way that I feel about Washington or any of the other Pac-12 teams. But we're going with Washington. We're laying the points. And putting that money in my pocket today will make me feel better than watching a conference foe lose. All right? I'm about the money, guys. I am about the money. All right? I like making money, and I know you guys too. So take Washington -5 or 4.5. Enjoy that free play. That was in yesterday's video. So free play Washington minus the points. I'm going to put that in the comments. All right, guys. Who's ready to hear what some other huge industry experts are betting today? All right, guys. I'm going to break down that for you guys. We're going to discuss some of these huge industry insiders and what they're betting and give you guys some great information. All right? So, let's just break this down right here, right now, really quickly, and then we're going to get you guys a Major League Baseball free play. All right? Matt Yeomans, between Auburn and LSU, Matt Yeoman picks Auburn to cover the spread. Dave Tully's got LSU. Interesting. Paul Stone at Paul Stone Sports, his best bets of the weekend. Rutgers +3. And remember, I've got no relation to these guys whatsoever, but it's information I have access to. Rutgers +3, Boise State and Oklahoma under. UAB plus the points, Purdue plus the points, USC and Texas under. Sam Pantonovich of the Stats and Information Network likes Wake Forest plus the points, Mississippi plus the points, Purdue plus the points, Ohio State minus the points, and San Diego plus the points. Mitch Moss of the Stats and Information Network. His best bet, Syracuse plus the 3.5, Boise State plus the points, New Mexico minus the points, Miami, Minnesota under 46, and Fresno State and UCLA under 51. Paul Howard of Stats and Information Network also likes Army minus 6.5. I got to disagree there. Absolutely disagree there. Hawaii should pull out the victory there. He likes Oklahoma State minus 3, Texas minus 3, barf. Washington and Utah under 47.5, and Arizona State and San Diego State under 45.5. So there's some consensus reports to people that are unrelated to everybody here at Cappers Direct. Some trends, head-to-head trends on some games, all right, guys, that are going on today. Miami and Toledo. Mark Richt is 6-3 as visiting chalk since arriving in 2016, but the Hurricanes now on a 3-8 spread downturn. Jason Candle just 2-3 as a dog with the Rockets, but extended Toledo. Their dog trends, they are good. They're 12-6 during Matt Campbell's years, which was from 2012 to 2015. The Tech Edge, slight to Toledo. This is on some trends, some news trends that I get. However, I don't believe any of the trends when it comes to Toledo. We're just going to wipe that shit right off the board. All right, Miami and Miami big. I'm rolling with my buddy. All right, Miami all the way. Hawaii at Army. New and improved Hawaii, 3-0 straight up. All right, guys. Hawaii is 3-0 straight up. It's going to be a good game, Hawaii versus Army. We're going to watch Army lose today. All right, guys. Let me get you guys one of our baseball plays that is actually not on our card, but it should be a nice winner for you guys today. All right. Free Major League Baseball play. And guys, if you're looking for baseball games, that's Thursday, all right? But somebody asked, so I'm going to deliver. Because I don't always want to be YouTube's #1 asshole, all right, guys? I don't like being the asshole all the time. Where did it go? Now, this is a private play that I'm betting myself. It's not endorsed by Cappers Direct. I bet a lot of games on by myself, guys. That I bet pretty big on. All right, and very successful at what I do. 4 o'clock on the 4 o'clock here, 7 on the East Coast. I'm personally going to be taking the White Sox minus $1.25. I'm gonna lay the wood on the White Sox against the Orioles later tonight and make some good money on that. Now, how many of you guys are going to be watching the fight? Who's going to be watching the fight? I am actually pulling strings on tickets, and I did get a text message from my casino host, so looks like I will be going to that game, which will be absolutely, that fight, which will be absolutely awesome. Boxing breaking news. Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement. He just announced on Instagram he is coming out of retirement to fight Manny Pacquiao this year. Another 9-figure payday on the way. When you spend the money that that Floyd does, I guess you need to keep making $100 million at a pop, $150 million at a pop. So Mayweather coming out of retirement to face off against Manny Pacquiao. Andrew, welcome to the show, buddy. Ish, same thing. Andrew, tell your brother happy birthday. So I believe that was just announced 4 hours ago. So there we go. So guys, one of my personal plays, White Sox on the money line. Major League Baseball. Now, if you guys are on Twitter, please do go follow me on Twitter. It's rather sad. All right, I finally got a Twitter account. I finally got on Twitter. And I have like no followers. All right, we've got no followers. So I need your guys' love and support. Now I got 63. I got 63 followers. So you guys can find me at Cap Nation Kyle. All right, at Cap Nation Kyle. Cali Niner, who do I like on the fight? Man, I've always been a Canelo fan, but you know, he's not on the juice. He's small, he's cut, but he's not on the juice. I like Triple G. What about you, Cali Niner? Who do you like tonight on the fight? Somebody asked, what games am I going to be watching today? The games that I will be watching today. Obviously, my Trojans later tonight. I'm going to watch, I really want to watch the Washington-Utah game later tonight. But this morning, I'm going to check out the Penn State game. I got a bunch. I wish I could move this camera around and show you the other side. But I got a bunch of TVs up on the wall. So then I got picture-in-picture, so I can actually watch about a dozen games all at once. But I'm going to watch the Miami game. I'll have the Penn State game up there. Later on, we'll have the South Florida game, Trojans, Boise State, LSU game. I put the big ones on. That DirecTV bill is pretty good. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can do it while you're watching this video. Just hover your mouse over that Cappers Direct logo. It pops up a small little window that's red that says subscribe. Just click that subscribe button and you're good to go. Also, if you appreciate the hard work that I do to put in, to wake up so early in the morning to get here at 4 o'clock so we can get this show on the road. And as you guys see, right at 6 o'clock, I'm usually tired. And I don't really start getting going until 6:30 when I really start getting into it. And I can keep going right now, but we've already been rolling for 2 hours. Miami versus Toledo, Miami. We already gave out Miami as a free play. It's actually posted in the comments above. If you scroll up, Miami's posted above. Guys, don't forget Guaranteed Saturday. All right, guys, Guaranteed Saturday. It does come with a cost. It is $150. However, we guarantee the game wins, or we refund your money, no questions asked. There's only one way to get it. You get it right on our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on that tab that says Guaranteed Saturday, and you can purchase it right there. When you purchase the game on the website, you get instant access to the plays. All right, instant access to the play. It's going to be a nice winner for everybody. Absolutely going to be a nice winner. So make sure you guys jump on board Guaranteed Saturday. Also, if you've never been with us before, if you've never bet our premium plays or you never bet our system plays, Callie Niner, great question. Guaranteed Saturday is college football, and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'm not telling you which game it is, and I'm not telling you who we're taking, if it's a side or a total, all right? But it is college football. Thank you, Callie Niner, for pointing that one out for me. But back to our new client special, all right? If you've never been with us, maybe you're betting with some other ding-dongs and you're losing money. I hope everybody makes you money. Whoever you pay for picks, I hope they make you money, all right? But if they're not, or maybe you want to make more, you want to give us a shot, here's your opportunity. If you've never bet our premium plays or you've never bet our system plays, we've got a special for you. It's our new client special, all right? You get 1 full week of our premium plays, 1 full week of our system plays. 7 full days. It's a $1,600 package. We're giving it to you guys for just $299. In order to take advantage of that, you have to call that number at the bottom of the screen, 888-561-8923. 888-561-8923 to get on board our new client special. I will make you money, guys. Make sure you ask for me. That way you get both premium plays and system plays for a week. We've got 1 system play today. We've got 2 premium plays. It is going to be a monster of a day. Saturdays are generally great days for us. Same thing with Sundays. And we're long overdue for another killer day and a big run coming. So make sure you jump on board. If you're on the fence, guys, and here's something else that I'm going to do. I can't advertise it. I can't put it on the website. But if you've been with us before, I don't care what you've bought from us. If you have ever been with us before, if you call when we get off this show and you want to come on board for our premium plays, I will make you a deal you can't refuse. I'm not going to advertise what it is, but I promise you it will be worth it. Now, if you're watching the archive version of this or you call late, that's fine. We've got later premium plays. Okay? We've got a couple that start first thing in the morning here in 50 minutes. But if you call and you get on board and you ask for me, I will take care of you, and I will make you a deal you absolutely cannot refuse that is guaranteed to put money in your pocket. And everybody knows when we put out a guarantee, we stick by it. All right, guys, so call that number at the screen, 888-561-8923, to either get on our new client special or give me a call and I'll take care of you. All right, guys? With that being said, it's time to make some money. We've given you guys a lot of free plays, a lot of leans. Remember, tomorrow, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. here on the West Coast, bright and early. I might even bring my pillow to work tomorrow, all right? Cappers Nation, Game Day Live, NFL edition, breaking down everything about the NFL, including more free plays, more leans, tomorrow morning. JSN, I've got no opinion on the Oklahoma-Iowa State game. Sorry, bud. Looks like a good game to watch, though. Personally, I hope Iowa State beats them. I don't think it'll happen, though. All right, guys, but thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. And remember, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll be live again. All right? Let's make some money tonight. Any questions, always give us a call. And remember, if you want to take advantage of those specials, just give me a call. All right, guys? Just give me a call. We will make you some money. With that being said, enjoy this next little video, and then we will talk to you guys soon. There'll be another video later tonight, and then we'll be live first thing in the morning tomorrow. All right, guys? Take it easy. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for making the Saturday show fun and interactive, and let's make some money.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor. Taste victory. Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation.
Good morning, Sports Office.
Good morning. I'm going to have a question for you.
Yes, sir.